All right. Uh, let's try and play some Dominion. A little bit better than I did last time, hopefully. Um, well, 2-5 here looks really nice at first glance. Um, and it's holding up that way. I mean, this has got to be just be Fisherman modify, right? Where are we going? Do you empty something here? Maybe. Um, maybe you empty like Dins, and then like Full Stolts can go. Like Full Stolts probably don't go, even if you play with them. But you could certainly threaten to do the big paddock Candlestick Maker Full Stolt thing. Um, Definitely a very good 2-5, and gonna try and get thin a little bit. Um, Maybe play with paddock as a terminal. Maybe just play with the modify terminally. Kind of depends on if it's going to be better to add paddock or add din. When I do hit 5 later on. And then certainly need to pay attention for when it might be a good idea to just start slamming paddocks a little bit more, if that happens. Fisherman Candlestick Maker. That's interesting. Am I like missing something? I mean, I guess you're trying to like get plus buy and then buy like Fisherman plus something. Um, that's fine with me. I mean, that's not that great, and you have to line it up. Okay, well, I suppose this is going to be like gain Fisherman in a 4. I could also try to draw another card. You do have Launchway of the Owl here as well. Um, should I just be doing that? Or like, should I have like played Modify first? I'm not so sure. Um, I like could have played my Coppers bot launch. Um, Played something else. Um, well, how important is hitting 5? Versus gaining what? What am I actually gaining? Like a candlestick maker, I guess, like Fisherman Candlestick Maker here. I guess that's gotta be. It's gotta be worthwhile. I could try to launch here just to clear a card off, but that seems not worth it. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, that's very good. Do I take an Oasis? Is that any good? Do I just take more Candlestick Maker? Maybe I just take more Candlestick Maker. I really don't want to use a launch on this modify. This is kind of a terrible shuffle. Maybe the launch will draw me something other than the modify, and if it doesn't, then I just take like, then I just don't use it. Maybe. I feel like I've got to get through this stuff. Okay. Do I just take a card at this point? It's either that or I'm taking like Fisherman and then like another Candlestick Maker. The issue is that Din doesn't really do anything for me either. I mean, it sort of does. Let's take the card here. And I think I want just a Din at this point. Maybe I want more modify. Let's take the Din. I don't like how this game is going, and I'm not sure if it's all because of my turn 3 decision. I mean, I had certainly the better opening split. I think the turn 3 decision made it so I'm at least no longer in the lead. And yeah, I am second player as well. I have an extra 5, and there's 2 extra Fishermen. Now I don't no longer have an extra 5. Guess I stop to launch. But I can do that after I play this modify to gain a Fisherman, right? Oh, zut. I guess I don't even really know that I want to do this. Let's just take another modify here. This is not a particularly crisp opening game from me. I mean, the Din stuff has a problem of that gets in the way of your owl stuff, but I'm not super sold on this owl stuff actually being like all that sustainable. I guess I should be getting paddocks. That's maybe my next turn now. Is this just a paddock over there? All right, so I should be playing my Candlestick Maker, buying launch at the start of this turn, like clearly. Okay, let's just get through stuff. Okay. This just needs to be a paddock. It might be a little more trashed than MyCaastl is. Well, I'm at least one more topper trashed. Well, I guess that's actually exactly how much more trashed I am. I am way down on these fishermen. And this is kind of everything you want out of a turn. All right. Maybe I get away without owling anything this turn. Without doing any launch owl. Kind of would like a launch to gain maybe a fool's gold. I guess I can cross that bridge when we get there. Let's thin one of these. So if I just play paddock, gain fool's gold. Let's just keep getting. This is a little bit strange, but I want to do this. I want to take a paddock here. Now let's take fool's golds. So now, even though I'm down by some metrics, I have the benefit of being a little bit thinner, having a little bit more payload. It's not a horrible spot to be in. Okay. This is fairly clear that I want to activate paddocks here on my turn. As even though it's going to do a lot for you over there, we're just going to deal with that. Let's try drawing naturally a little bit first. Well, if I play Candlestick Maker, play Modify to gain a fool's gold by launch, or Modify to gain a Fisherman, not a fool's gold, and then I buy launch. I really need another action, don't I? So I just need to play these by launch, play the modify to draw out. Yeah, that's really not ideal. My other option is don't. Um, just don't take that fisherman. And then I can just take like paddocks. Um, I do already have enough to do what I want. So yeah, let's do it this way. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Do I stop here? It's kind of everything I want. What do I have down there? It's like coppers, I think, which are fine. It's like a fisherman and a copper. I'll just leave that. And I'll take just like another copy of like Fool's Paddock. Maybe take another Fool's here. It's probably better than another buy. On the one hand, 4 Fool's Gold seems kind of crazy. On the other hand, it seems fine. Let's do it. There's the same awkward problem over there, right? Where you can't actually. I mean, I guess if you're not using like Al to draw, you can do the modify thing and get the paddocks. But I don't know that your deck's really in a position to do that. Well, I guess, right, you can do it this way with buys. I guess I didn't really think of doing it that way. I maybe could have done it that way on my turn. You're not going to be able to gain and play a Candlestick Maker here, though, so you're kind of in an odd spot this turn. Should almost certainly be a Candlestick Maker gain, or just a Modify gain, another Paddock gain. I mean, that is a lot of paddocks. You're going to be able to like double very consistently. Um, okay, well, do I want to do launch draw? Almost definitely not out of this hand, right? Well, I definitely want to find that next buy. Um, how much do I have? I have 3, 15, 16 plus 4. So I have 20 as is. I can go down to um, I mean less than that, but still a fine enough number to be able to buy like Province Candlestick Maker, I guess. Um, or maybe Province. Den? I mean, I have 2 modifies to go with those provinces. I definitely do not want to take another paddock. The modifiers are, of course, a little bit. You can only really mill 1 time. I'm just going to take a den. Well, that's an excellent launch start. Not that that was particularly unlikely. I mean, I guess it actually was fairly unlikely. You have a lot of horses, and you had like maybe 1 horse in hand at the start. Um, After playing 4 fishermen's, that's actually like pretty exceptionally unlikely. So yeah, double's definitely no problem. You can take double and mill 1 very easily. But you're of course not going to do that this turn. It's a little bit of a tough spot over there because you really can't double. All right, but you're aware of that. All right, so is there any way for me? I've tons of horses in hand, so I don't think there's any way for me to make use of any immediate launching. There's no way for me to take a 4th province, right? I mean, I guess if I don't, if I use both my action plays on modify province, that's actually kind of in play, isn't it? It means there will not be any launching for Way of the Owl going on. That's got to be what I'm doing. I mean, there's no. So the alternative would be just like try and gain a bunch of duchies, but then I get doubled on. I get doubled plus a duchy again. So if I take like 3 duchies, I mean, I get doubled on plus a duchy. Maybe even mill one. That's a little bit too much for me to think through right now. I think I really can just hit 16 and mill a couple things. Well, let's draw out as if that's true a little bit more. This isn't exactly how I envisioned all of that going. This is not 16, right? This is 7, 8, plus 5. This is 13. I could get rid of a province in launch, which would be like terrifying and extremely unlikely to work. Could get rid of this den. I could just play stuff and launch first, but that's not going to draw me that many cards. Kind of think I need to do this, just like take a bunch of duchies path. I guess I play everything. Thinking being on the off chance that it's better for me to gain the other stuff. Okay, well, this is double. This is double plus mill 1. That's probably not good enough. That puts me up by 9 points. And then they just have to province, duchy, estate. Like, that's super easy. So I think I just leave stuff here and take like province, or take like duchy, duchy, duchy. And I do it this way to try and draw better stuff than that. This deck is going to kind of fall apart. I really don't know that I want another duchy here. I think I might actually just want a full scrolled and then say if you take 2 provinces and mill a province, then you'll be up 9. And then I'll just need to go province, duchy, estate, which I'll like my chances of doing quite a lot. Do I take a candlestick maker maybe? I'm aware that I'm playing extremely slowly right now, but this is weird board. Let's take a Fools. Are you able to do the double plus modify thing here and just take 4? Just launch twice and get rid of provinces. I could easily see that being in hand. Yeah, I mean, this is it, right? I mean, there's really nothing. If I go up 9, I get beaten anyways. Should have maybe greened more aggressively earlier. Could have maybe done the right thing on turn 3. Should have been play 3 coppers, play the fisherman as Al, play the modify. Almost certainly that would have sped me up by a turn. Yeah, I mean, this is it. By launch, do the next one. Yeah. Well, at least it wasn't my start. All right. Well. This looks super weird. You have Divine Wind and Bridge Troll with no village on the original board. You have Chapel. I mean, you almost certainly have to thin down to like a Tea House Bridge Troll thing, and then Divine Wind's gonna blow. Okay. Do you open with one of the 5s? My heart says no. You also on the surface here have kind of like a crazy pendant thing. It's also a colony board. Like this is really something in some ways. I could open with the flag bearer pair. I don't know if that's anything other than really bad. And there's an argument to gain a Crucible at some point, for sure. But you're also pretty competitively wanting other stuff. The advantage, of course, is that it means your Chapel doesn't miss. Whereas if I go like bargain for Tea House, interesting. I'm getting a horse here, so that changes things. In the sense that I might just be doing the same thing back. Seems kind of worthwhile. Well, at least I see my Chapel. Question here, do you start on Bridge Troll or just take another Tea House? I don't know, is there time for Bridge Trolls to even, like, can you even accumulate enough of them where they'll actually really matter? Probably. I mean, you just need a village of any kind, and then having 3 of them is like, well, those are 2 estates. Is it worth playing the horse to get them off the top? Yeah, it is. And then I'm just going to take another Tea House. Definitely don't want to leave flag bearer like off the board when I go into the divine wind here. I'd love to draw another tea house and then my chapel. That would be really nice. Okay, do I trash 2 here with the expectation that I'm going to be divine winding on my next turn, potentially? And just take the flag bearer? I think so. Um, Maybe that was wrong? Although if it is wrong, it's wrong in the sense where it's forcing MyCaastl to buy flag bearer here on this turn. Which would be kind of not all that great for that deck. Chapel does not come in. Okay, just stonemasoning for trolls. Alright, well I guess you're playing with 2 trolls and I'm not. Other option is nothing, so. Alright. Well, this stinks. This is... I just lose now. I mean, there's no plus buy here, right? So, do I just resign? What would I do if I don't resign? Buy like replace flag bearer and torturer, play like Harbor Village torturer, have like 1 platinum. No. That was dumb. I didn't like that. That was such like a proper engine that you need multiple components a turn. Like that was a fine resign. I know that I was up a turn on the chapel trashing, but there are other things to do with one's life, other than play out what I really think was an obviously lost game. And there's nothing else I could have done. I mean, I could have maybe tried to buy Bridge Troll the turn early. Like, I didn't actually have 5, so I could not have bought Bridge Troll the turn earlier. Yeah. Well, this looks like Recruiter. This looks like a click the good cards board. And then you want a green early. I guess you open Masked Blessed Village. Could open Masked Silver. Thought being that getting Recruiter is super important. Yeah, it's probably the way to go. I am super not playing in the Divine Wind Cage match tournament in case. That last game was not when I made that decision. That was earlier. This is nice to hit 5, and this will just be Recruiter. A little bit of a problem. I'm not going to have a ton of food, but we have villages. I don't think there's any way I actually want to gain gold here. Do I give a copper? Probably not. I don't want more than 2 estates, really. Kind of want this gold, but I'm not gonna discard. What do I take? Do I just take another recruiter? Do I take the pickaxe now? I guess pickaxe seems pretty good. I'll take more recruiter next. There's definitely a humongous priest thing. Not chalice, not chalice. Okay, sextant's pretty good. Leave masked recruiter on top. Sure. Take recruiter monastery, I suppose. Might use the monastery to trash coppers. Might just feed it to recruiter. There's definitely going to be some of my least favorite masquerade stuff going on where it's going to be right to play with maybe like 3 coppers or something like that. But you're going to have like a 20 card deck, so you're going to have to pass reasonable stuff at some point. Probably just kill monastery here and then don't draw on. I could take another blessed. I could take like blessed masquerade. Yeah, I'll put that on top. I think chalice pretty comfortably stinks here. About just as much as it normally does. Plus by it's out of your deck is not bad. I guess you get a priest as soon as you are up to speed here. Maybe get some rangers first. Do I keep these coppers around at this point? I think yes. Okay. We don't want any of that on top. I could hit 8 here by like Ranger Blessed. That seems kind of what I want to be doing. I could just buy Ranger. But I kind of want to be doing this to buy Blessed. Let's buy Bless the Ranger. Might be time to let one of these recruiters go. In the name of copious villagers. And I don't really need them to play anymore. Maybe I should have bought Ranger. I don't know, it seemed a little ambitious. It's a little bit tough to get this priest thing really moving, this priest pickaxe thing, because you need a lot of food, and there's not any food gainers except loot here. Hammer would be absolutely phenomenal. Oh, right. I have been not really feeling League lately. I mean, League's fine. I just, I've like not really been showing up to my matches. Just obviously you want Treasurer here. Okay. I don't want that at all. Do I just kill the village, maybe? Or do I kill Recruiter, play Ranger, pickaxe? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it this way. I guess I leave one copper. I don't actually know how many I have. Do I have another one down there? Do I have 4? I don't think I have 4. I don't really want 2 masks on top, I don't think. Actually, yes, I do. Treasure. Another monastery is just recruiter food. Sure. I did have another copper down here. There's a little bit of added evidence from my Jules is the worst loot take. It's going to be really bad here. I mean, not really bad, but it's about as bad of a thing as a loot could do for me. It's going to be sitting immediately ready to be drawn. It's fine. It's kind of bad. Okay, yeah, those are all the cards you want. Well, let's keep this stuff. For sure, monastery kill. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this ranger the way it is. And just not put anything in the trash this turn here. Maybe I leave a copper on top I don't know. Seems maybe terrible, but maybe fine. All right, well, let's take a ranger. Pickaxe and a priest, maybe? Do I want any more copper? Probably no, not this turn. Oh, right, yeah. Well, I am getting really... I don't know what... It's not like I don't have the ability to see this stuff. I'm just really underplaying. A lot. Last match in this one. Interesting, just taking more draw. You can build really big. I mean, surely you do want a priest. I'm probably getting rid of my blessed villages to pickaxes on my turn here. You're also playing with, like, you just have to pass me something good, is the decision that you've made over there. Which is not how I play Masquerade boards. You also don't, you're not angling for the priest thing at all, which I think is, like, really bad to not do. I mean, I'm gonna green on my turn. I'm gonna take, like, all the battlefield points. Well, first things first. Oh dear. Okay. Well, if I trash the blast, and you managed to draw that copper, does that actually what happened? You bought one copper and it was in your starting hand. Suppose that was the case. So right, yeah. Now the question is, do I play this blessed village? Probably not. I think I want it less than I want the things that are down there. So leave Masked Recruiter on top, Masked Recruiter and Ranger. I will kind of need to find 2 Rangers, so. All right. So So if I take one ranger here, which I think is what I want to do, then that allows me to take province, duchy, 3 estates or something. Um, 2 estates and another ranger. Maybe. I guess I'm passing mask here, recruiter. Man, I would love to. Do I pass the duchy? This is such. I mean, this is. I deserve this to some extent, but. Um, what do I do? Um, get past the range. That seems terrible. I'm gonna give a mask. I don't. I don't really know. Seems like the thing I need the least. Amazing. And now the 3rd season of Lovesick. It's a very good show if you're into the type of thing that it is. Um, Question: am I completely lost here? Answer: probably not. Like there are dud cases, but outside of that, yeah, I mean you got a lot of stop cards over there, but your ranger take tokens facing the right way, and you've puzzle boxed one of them, presumably. So I am probably lost. I don't really know. I really don't know what happened. Was the moneylender like the moneylender couldn't have been that good? It was just going for rangers a little bit more aggressively than I did. Maybe I was going for the blessed village stuff a little bit too much when I should have been just adding rangers and getting that stuff moving, and tried to win that split pretty aggressively. I certainly missed the Treasurer Silver interaction. That cost me pretty dearly. I'm still quite confident on the Priest being something you want in this deck. In fact, you really might want two. Well, I have to go for some sort of dud, but the dud's gonna hit like 20. um, if it happens. Like that's like the worst imaginable dud is gonna hit like 20. Um, maybe like 24. So, all right. Well, let's see if we have anything to even really think about. Losing the Ranger split 4-6 here is pretty dooming. Not being able to like have extra and puzzle box them and stuff. Not that one could really choose to do that. Guess Recruiter first. Do I just kill the Duchy or do I kill like the sword and try and say I'm just gonna get back around to my treasurer? I don't know. I'm pretty doomed either way, so. Yeah, I just don't have enough draw. Okay, I'll just leave Ranger Treasurer on top, right? Well, I'll take one of these, take another one. If you somehow, beyond all reason, don't hit 24, then you probably you probably win on the turn after anyways. Well, I like when thinking happens, at least. Thinking from someone who is trying to beat you represents hope. I hope there's not a life lesson in that. Does it matter? is the question. If you have exactly 23 here, that'd be funny. If you have exactly 24, that would also be funny. Because that would mean that me trashing the sword that turn that I did would have lost me the game. No, last turn. I don't know why I said the turn that I did. Well, then look at how good at Dominion I am. I mean, like I said, it's still like over. I don't know, maybe there's a draw. I don't think there is. Maybe there's a draw. I can. It'll be a bit of an issue that there's just not that many points available. But if you take duchy here and I double, then that makes the win extremely easy. So I really need like double plus duchy. I'm just assuming that triple is not gonna be there. There's a doubloons in the trash, which is nice for this treasurer play. Just taking estates. Are you worried about a 3-pile on Duchy's estates? I sure would be. I suppose I'm whatever the opposite of worried is. Well, do opposites exist? That's a good question. The thesaurus would say so, but I would levy an accusation that the thesaurus is full of lies that lead us to misunderstand things as sort of two-dimensional concepts. But meanwhile, okay. All right, so 7 buys, and what is that? That's 10 plus 10? It's just 20? I mean, that's got to be what we hope for, but this is not. This is not that. If I had one more ranger. Let's see, this is 6, 9, 12, 15. So I'm gonna be straight up out of options that give me like any chance of winning, right? If I double after trashing an estate, then that means you need to do single double duchy. If I take the duchies, then it's like 5 estates plus like nothing. Welp. 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, I mean, I just gotta do it this way, I suppose. There's not really any hope. So let's just go ahead and take max points and make that be beaten. Hey, look at all those nice cards. Well, I guess just keep this hand straight up. I mean, if you want to take some, if you have a Masquerade in hand, I don't really want to pass you good stuff, so. We'll see. This is surely going to not work, but maybe you don't have anything? This is enough, right? Yeah, I mean, this would have been enough on like any path I take. Well, lesson of the day. Get ahead early. All right. What are we doing here? Silver Spice Merchant. Um, Captain looks really good. Pretty standard engine thing. Town's your plus buy, so those are going to be pretty important, but not crazily important because you have lots of village. It's probably not any time for archive. You're probably just getting captains sort of as fast as you can, and then trying to play with patrols for draw and captains for villages and some other stuff. I could see an argument for sacrifice over Spice Merchant. I would just disagree with it. I guess you could maybe even take Fortune Hunter. That might be an I'm sitting here too long type of decision. But there's one thing that Fortune Hunter's quite good at, actually, and that's hitting 6. Let's do it. We're down 0-3. Let's let's open Fortune Hunter. All right, so now I'll take Town. Next turn I'll play Fortune Hunter, hit 6, trigger the shuffle, have Town in it. It'd be really annoying if opponent hits 6, okay. Well, I have to hit 7, unfortunately. This is probably just Town. I think the captain's going to be my Spice Merchant. Well, now we play the game of where is my captain? On bottom. Brilliant. When it rains. Well, that's good at least. Do I just take coin by here, take another captain? Yes. I don't want any part of finding out that I draw, I don't know, estates and stuff. Have to trigger a shuffle to, yeah. That was the right thing to do. I'm quite sure. Well, well, maybe I should be sacrificing, but I think I want to find more stuff. Okay. Maybe I take a patrol now. And then just more town. I would really love for my captain to not miss here. That would be... Oh, lovely. What's going on? things are moving. Okay. Probably draw on here rather than stop and buy patrol. You can see the argument for stop and buy patrol. Just then I have two patrols, I'm sort of moving. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it that way. I mean, now I'm guaranteed to see things. I should probably turn noise out of my life again. I turned it on for reasons that I'm not conscious of. And I'm glad to have friends. Well, that's stretching it. I'm glad to have a friend. Well, this is surely just going to be, let's keep spicing on. Well, we got that going. Okay. I guess, yeah, we're going to get this stuff off the top. It's a little bit unfortunate that I have to play one of these villages, or one of these towns for draw. But, well, this is gonna be how I end, right? Because I just do it like this. Leave the town on top, and I take two towns? Kinda seems better than anything else. I could maybe take like a just straight up sacrifice copy, but I don't really want that. I don't think captain at that point is what I wanted to be doing. Just like straight captain, I don't think is better than two towns. The most important thing is to find a patrol before I have to play all my towns for card action. Surely I start this way. Okay, well, we'll do it like this. All right. Guess I can leave the patrol on top here. Well, I actually don't know if I'll have the terminal space to do that. It's in a state on bottom. I mean, that seems fine. Okay. I could just take like village gold here. I mean, maybe captain, like captain silver might be better. I mean, the captain is like a lot of village, and that's kind of what I need in my deck. You can see the argument for the silver just being better than the village. Even though that's not going to be true of my next turn. Yeah, let's take the village. And then hopefully we can play lots of towns for buy coin and then be in a pretty good shape, a pretty good spot economically. It's a very close game. $13. It's about what I should be hitting. You're gonna trading post fortress. Interesting. draw that captain. I wasn't thinking. Actually, it's going to be fine. So I'm going to do it kind of this way. Play village, village. Yeah. Play this. All right. Do I just play this how you would expect me to play it? Do I play without any sacrifices? I think there's a pretty good case to be made for that I really shouldn't be sacrificing at this point. This is pretty awkward. If I take towns, I get to 13. If I sacrifice, obviously I get to 11. If I get to 11, what do I want? Like captain, blah. If I get to 13, I can take captain, presumably better sounding things after that, like captain, town, village. And that seems like the way to go. Still have the problem where I need to draw the patrols in the right spot. And clearly could not be. Forting, yeah, you can sack fortress. That's obviously really good. I'm really, I don't know. I guess I need to go back to doing like proper board reads at the start of these games. Is maybe the explanation. Meaning like reading every card and looking for every interaction for every card, which will take a few minutes. I just haven't had the well, I'm not really wise enough to diagnose exactly what I haven't had. I might need to actually like put out. I've been thinking about putting out like a video on board reads, not because I'm good at it, but because I need to actually get some discipline about doing it myself. Because I'm just missing like interactions like crazy, which is not very good. I mean, the fortress thing is still a little bit marginal because you have to have a fortress in hand. But it's obviously an otherwise useful. Like, I should have some fortresses in addition to my towns. Like, unquestionably. Absolutely unquestionably. But when you don't think of stuff until you see your opponent do it, it makes it a whole lot harder to win. That's how it goes. They play a fortune hunter here, maybe? Probably not. Probably play one of these as just a village. Okay. Now maybe a fortune hunter. Just another village, maybe. Probably just another village. Okay, so the other patrol's towards the bottom. Still play the fortune hunter now. Surely I draw once here. All right. I mean, these have just got to be town stuff, right? I get to 16. It's probably a little bit late for me to uh I could go like what I could get to 17 to like province captain village. That seems pretty good. Yeah, let's just do that. Well, these are some well-behaved patrols today. I don't know that I'm still in like an okay spot game-wise. I'm certainly a little bit worried about this trading post fortress thing being like that's just the most efficient payload ramp here. It just is. I do have a huge captain advantage. I'm just not quite as terminal space limited. I have a lot of different stuff. But I feel like what's going to happen this game is I'm going to feel like I don't have the opportunity to take more patrols. And then my patrols are going to misbehave. I mean, you really need your deck to behave over there. Like, you've got 2 captains and 2 patrols. If you don't add consistency this turn, you very well may not win as a result. Unfortunately for me, that move can be made. And there it is. Right, surely one of these is village. Surely the next one is just village. I guess we're leaving town on top. Well, yeah, I guess we are leaving town on top. Okay. If I double, does that put you in a weird spot? If I single plus patrol, leaves me with 6. I could like single plus patrol plus captain. And then that forces single plus a bunch of duchies. If I take double, that would put me up 6, and then what? And then you're hitting enough to double plus some. You would take like one. Oh man, I'm an early. uh, Bail. I'm not. I can't think this through right now. Um, Surely I need that one. I could maybe take like Duchy Patrol here instead of the captain. Um, and I'm hitting like 18 again. I mean, you could single on me. You certainly couldn't double. But if you single and then take duchies, I can just like take duchies back. Um, and then we're getting quite beyond where I'm able to think through things. Um, I really do think it's probably just time to take that duchy. Maybe there'll be a dud over there. I wonder how slow I'm playing. I don't really have a good sense for it. I know I'm playing slow on the slow side today. All right, well this does not appear to be a dud. I wonder how upset spectators are that I'm not trashing these estates. I don't know that it's really an option for me to trash the estates. It could have maybe done one last turn. But then I'm not buying Duchy Patrol, certainly. I'm buying like Town Patrol. That's probably significantly worse for 2 points less. I mean, maybe Town Patrol plus Sacrifice. I could see one's case for that. So this is what, province plus 2 duchies? And then I just duchy back. I take like what, Duchy Patrol back, probably something like that. I might have to take triple duchy. Okay. Four duchies. Three duchies and a patrol. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think one of these needs to be economy. Or is at least fine to be economy. Well, this is a little bit sad, but That should be okay. Play the villages, play the fortune hunter. I'll play village, play fortune hunter first, I suppose is going to be okay. I have to play a town at some point anyways to draw. All right, well, this is... Maybe I take one province here. Can you get to 24? If you draw perfectly, you can get to 24. I kind of don't think you're going to draw perfectly. If I just single province, that opens me up for quite a bit of stuff. If I take province plus duchy, then that makes my case significantly stronger. And surely this needs to be a patrol. And if you hit 24, just congrats, GG. You would need to trading post up to 22, plus like do another town or captain for coins thing that you didn't do on your prior turn. I mean, I'm willing to just say go ahead and go ahead and do that. I mean, you're going to beat me anyways if you do that. This at least gives me a chance if you merely take like 2 provinces and a duchy. Not much of a chance, but... Well, that's not 2 provinces and duchy, so that's good. So many silvers. You got quite a bit of consistency here, but that's still a lot of silvers. To have to find a patrol at the start. It gives you, I mean, it's, I don't know. This would be a really interesting simulator deck question. Like, what's the actual kickoff chance of that deck over there? It would take a pretty progressive simulator to answer that. Okay, just going down to 18 4-buys. I assume you're not going to take any provinces now. 3 duchies, okay. Well, I'm not going to be able to pile. I think this actually puts me in like a terrible spot. Would be my guess. Play Fortune Hunter, play Village, or just assume I need to play these patrols. I need to play one of these for card action anyways. I have 7. I need to play one for card action anyways. So I have 8, 14, 18, and 8 buys. If I just take 2 provinces and sacrifice one of these estates, I mean, that puts me up by 7. I mean, that's so sketchy. But other options would be to like ritual these provinces. How much does that score again? I could like ritual like captains maybe even. +1 per 1 it costs. So it only gives you 1 point on provinces. I could maybe do like, I could maybe kill a captain, maybe kill a patrol and a captain. Gee. I almost certainly cannot take a province. If I just take 16, if I ritual like 4 times, it seems not good. It just seems not good. Everything seems bad though. Okay, let's start with doing 1 sacrifice, like 3 of these. I guess 4 of these. Another sacrifice. And then maybe let's like buy like golds to ritual for my last turn. Maybe like a captain and if I take like captain gold village, or like captain gold silver maybe. Let's take a village over silver. Not 1,000,000% on that, but now you obviously over there can just win on like patrols and towns, but that's more difficult than 2 provinces, so we'll make that be the way it happens. Is this sort of a dud? Are we getting there? Probably not, would be my guess. But maybe. So it's a dud in the sense that that captain had to be used as a sacrifice. Which might be pretty important for the whole don't have the opponent hit 24 and I just lose now thing. Although that might also just be happening. Okay, well that's not 24. All right, well let's I mean I'm probably not catching this. Village. I really need to find patrols. Let's do one more village, I guess. Okay, now this is it a fortune hunter or a town? Probably fortune hunter, try and draw something. Town, I don't know that we're actually going to be short on draw at all. And I have like 2 cards I could draw, and I don't actually want to play gold if I get a gold, so let's just do a town. Okay, well those are not what I want. Now let's try and reorder if we can. These are not patrols. It's utterly critical that I draw my patrols. Okay. Well, I'll draw the town, I suppose, here. Then we'll be playing playing these towns and then deciding if I want to play this patrol or not. All right, so I'm definitely buying province, and then I'm wanting to buy 3x or 2x ritual, I guess, is all I can really do. I have 10, 14. I can get to 16 if I play one of these captains. Also, if I play the patrol, I get to 16. If I don't play the captains, if I get to 16, that's 2 rituals. So I'm going to play the patrol, play the town like this, and then it'll be province, ritual, and I lose. There's nothing else I could have done. I mean, throughout the game, certainly, but at the end, what are you going to do? Oh. This is tiresome. Okay, let's try and win 1 out of 6. That'd be... Alright, I'm going to take a little break. I should probably do that. Another town purchased over there. What is this? This is this looks really fast. I guess upgrade stinks. Bridge. Is the open really not Bridge Forager? I guess you want Canal, like, pretty bad. Bridge doesn't really help. Doesn't really help with that. I mean, it sort of does in a way. Gosh, this board is like actually super complicated. Let's just open Bridge Forager. Let's keep it simple. I guess you're going to get processions, and it's going to be like a procession bridge thing rather than any of the other things that this board could be. It's really got to be that procession bridge thing, right? Do I want like a nobles? It's not really that good. I mean, governor's not really that good either. Should I just take another forager here, maybe? Probably that. Just get thin, and then that's going to be a little bit better than drawing here really initially. This is a nice hand. This will just be a governor, I guess. Guess I just take another bridge here. Maybe town. I have the necro. Just take this. Let's just take another bridge. I'm gonna draw with governor here. More governor. Yeah. I don't really think the gold gaining option is going to do much for me. How about bottom decking my bridges instead? Town on top? Governor on top? Guess let's put a governor on top. Certainly drawing to find my necropolis here and try to thin down more. And then I will be into the processions probably. Alright, this is everything I need. Maybe procession governor. Oh dear. This is... I have 4 governors down there in those 7 cards. Okay. I have 4 governors down there. And those 6 cards. Well, I guess I'm taking an upgrade on my turn. I suppose I'm processioning Forager? I really might just procession bridge here. The unfortunate thing for me is that you're doing this all first now again out of seemingly nowhere. I mean, the upgrade Forager kind of works for that. You've got a lot more junk in your deck. Not that these turns are going to play out that way at all ever again, but that's what was going for me. Man. This stinks. I hate this. I'm no longer in a good mood. Why am I losing all the time by turn 8 it's done. It's over. And then I'm having to play slow to give myself some chance to narrowly lose. Like, what's happening? This is not how Dominion goes all the time, right? I mean, this is how this game works. I mean, I am drawing with my governors first, so I am like lining that up over there for you. So maybe that was, but like if I don't draw with my governors, I'm not playing anything. I mean, it's really that turn that I bottom deck 2 bridges. That's what. Okay, well, is there anything I can do? I guess I can line up for like maybe you don't have any draw. Um, which would mean I procession Forager here. Take another bridge. Well, no, it actually means I procession the bridge. Is what it means. And I take like some processions and like a town and a nobles, maybe something like that. I guess I'll take a Forager just for the fun of it. Look at that, governor in your starting hand. Who would have thought? Maybe there's no more. A little bit of an issue I have is that a dud can still win. Because I like lowered processions and stuff. Maybe there was a way for that to not be the case. But not if you draw your cards. Draw your cards, kids. Draw them exactly how you want to. And this is trivial at this point, right? Absolutely trivial. Must be. Unless you have... I mean, if you have 2 governors down there, then you have procession bridge, so it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah. This is... Yeah, okay. All right. Hasty Stonemason's a bit weird. Uh, this board, there's like not really anything here. There's no payload. Orchard means you want lots of that stuff. So I guess the open's like mill cargo ship, and then we're just playing like some dins for draw, probably three litters, probably three markets, probably three, yeah, just like three of all the things. Might be able to hit 7 on my next turn. In fact, I will be hitting 7 on my next turn. I guess I'm taking carriage market. Early litter seems really quite terrible. I could just get rid of my mill, but that seems not not worthwhile. Guess I'll keep doing the stonemason thing. Certainly 3 of them. Probably can't hurt too much. Just more market carriage. I might trash estates here, or an estate, that is. Usually it's a bad thing to be doing. Um, guess I am hitting like an okay-ish number here anyways. Yeah, let's at least make it through this shuffle. Like that. Okay. This is kind of fine. Just take more cargo ship. I certainly see the arguments for litters. So this is 4. I can get to 6, or I can get up to potentially 7. I don't really want a carriage on the cargo ship. Guess I'll just add another litter to the shuffle. Seems fine. This is going eerily well. I actually kind of like. There's not much on this board, but I love this board. This is it's so I don't know. Uh, Maybe it's just that it's going well. Let's not pretend that I have virtues that I don't. Um, but
Do I really want more stonemason at this point? That's the question. I already have my 3. They really are kind of just. I mean, maybe at some point, maybe if you get like all the litters, you can stonemason golds down into stuff. Okay, I mean, this is kind of crazy. Um, Pillage seems not good to me. um, it really does not seem good to me. I can't imagine you take province here. This has got to be, yeah, stonemasoning for stuff. It would have been kind of a sneaky play to toss copper. Um, Still gonna not play this stonemason, right? I don't think I really want more coppers right now. So I very much assume this is going to be take the last 2 litters over there. With royal carriages being here, the litter split doesn't really matter that much. I am very much going to want to be in a points lead. Oh wow, this is not much of a turn at all. All right. I could really use more mills. Right, so as of now, I'm just hitting 5. Could go down to 4 and buy a mill. Piles are very much going to be in play. Um, I do not think that on MyCastl's current turn piles are in play, but I do think that MyCastle could do stuff that would put piles in play for me. I mean, maybe you could stonemason enough stuff, but I don't think that you're going to be able to get the hand size over there that you would need to really do that. Yeah, why do you have 2 pillages? That's just super weird. I mean, I guess they're a fine stonemason target. Is this just a province? No, it's a stonemason for presumably. For more stonemasons in a litter. Okay, so you're definitely going for try to win next turn. I really need another mill. I really like both another market and a cargo ship, but I'm not so sure that's going to be anything close to safe. There's no way I have a win here. Well, maybe I do want to discard there. Yeah, no. I got a little too many litters. Pretty clear. I don't want to do a stonemason thing right now. Maybe I want to get rid of one of those coppers, actually. So sorry. I'm not that sorry. Okay. Just take a carriage, I guess, maybe. Probably the best thing here. My hope is that, like, the deck over there doesn't really do that much either. Like, I think I actually have a little bit more reach. Okay, yeah, that's not a great turn. Oh, I'm pretty sure I need to just draw more here. If I stonemason these down, I get something that doesn't help. Surely at least one. I think now I can do it this way. Yeah. All right, now I should stop and check for wins, right? If I stonemason markets for cargo ships, if I stonemason mill for cargo ships, stonemason cargo ship for stonemasons, stonemason. This all leaves me short. So I need to buy the litter at the end, and this also, that would cost me orchard points. So yeah, just really there's not actually a lowering option. Am I okay leaving a bad card on top? I think I am. Guess I wouldn't actually cost me the points. What do you have? You have fishing villages set aside. You have a hasty stonemason. You have like I mean, I guess it'd be pretty easy for you to take the last two stonemasons. But then it's difficult for you to also get like 2 mills and a litter if you do that. If you took like 1 stonemason, 1 estate, and then bought stonemason for 2 mills and then like bought a litter, there's no way you do all that. Well, let's see it happen. Maybe you have a 5 you can stonemason for the mills, and then you like stonemason for a stonemason estate, and then buy stonemason litter. But then you also need to score 5 points, right? Right? Or not 5 points, but you need 5 coins with which to score points. If I get out of here with a 1-5, at least that gives me like some hope of playing well in the final 2 matches and not demoting. Well, that seems like the start of me losing. Well, it's the start of me potentially losing. Well, these are, I'm gonna lose. Surely from here. If you're able to stonemason a litter and still do all this. I mean, that's like all your litters. Okay, that's not enough. Okay. My pessimism was unwarranted. That's always nice. Okay, can I actually win? Is a bit of a question. It seems quite likely that I should be able to. But it also seems very much not a sure thing. So, I need to stonemason several things for stonemasons and estates and stuff. I guess ideally I stonemason for points, but I can't stonemason the markets. If I stonemason the litter for points, I really need to do 2 stonemasons. It's a bit of an issue. I think I just draw here a bunch. But the issue is that in order to draw a bunch, I need to find more litters. If it's 2 stonemason plays plus hit 7, that's actually like an extremely high bar. So I think I need to start out by doing some of this drawing stuff. Okay, well, this is looking potentially more like it. Okay. So now I have 7. But I only have 1 target. Because yeah, I cannot get rid of the mill or the cargo ship. So I have to do it this way. I think this is the same situation except worse. Okay. I just don't have enough targets in this deck. Do I keep drawing here? Is there anything else I could be doing? Not really. I might save my carriage for mills and just like try to buy a bunch of stuff. If I just play 1 stonemason on my litter, take 2 stonemasons, and then I buy litter duchy, I win, right? That seems kind of in hand. That seems very in hand. 7 minus 5 is 2, plus 2 is 4. Okay, it's not in hand. Right, because I only have 2, 4. Yeah, it's very much not in hand. All right, let's play 1 more litter. I think we're just doing, unfortunately, we're going to be doing it this way. So this is 8, 10. Let's just get more stuff off the top. Fishing village. Another cargo ship, probably fishing village. Is this a win? It is, right? I just have 7. Well, no, it's not. It's a win if I can draw. Oh, no, wait, it is a win. I play... Well, it's not quite a win. Okay, now it is. Now it is. Oh, it feels good to get one. Hey, I can win Dominion games. That's neat. All right, thank you, B and Chin, for being here the whole time. And I will see you all later in what will be a beginning to be a bit of a desperate attempt to stay in B after what was a good start to the season. See y'all.